This is the War Brief Daily for May 23rd, covering the Russia-Ukraine theater. 4 confirmed developments today. Russia launched a ballistic missile and 116 drones overnight with confirmed civilian casualties. Ukraine struck a major Rosneft refinery more than 800 kilometers inside Russian territory. Russia and Belarus completed combined nuclear exercises with confirmed weapon launches. And frontline reporting shows a verified Ukrainian gain in Zaporizhia alongside an unconfirmed Russian seizure claim near Kharkiv. First, Russian overnight strike wave confirmed. Overnight, on May 20th into May 21st, Russia launched 1 Iskander-M ballistic missile from Rostov Oblast and 116 drones, a mix of Shahed-type, Gerbera, Itolmas, and Parodia decoys, from multiple directions including Kursk, Bryansk, Oryol, and occupied Crimea. The Ukrainian Air Force downed 109 of those drones, a 94% intercept rate. 6 to 7 assets got through. In Dnipro City, strikes hit residential areas, injuring at least 14 civilians. In Konotop, Sumy Oblast, 1 civilian was killed and 12 more were injured. Russian mill bloggers also claim train infrastructure was struck near Kamyansky and Kryvyi Rih. That remains credible but unconfirmed. Russia is sustaining consistent 100-plus drone waves specifically to exhaust Ukrainian air defense capacity. Ukraine has doubled its drone-on-drone intercept rate since January, even as Russia grew package sizes by 35%. At 94%, the defense is holding, but 6 strikes getting through means civilian damage every single night. Second, Ukraine strikes Syzran Refinery, Samara Oblast. Confirmed. On May 21st, Ukrainian drones struck the Rosneft-operated Syzran oil refinery, more than 800 kilometers from Ukraine's border. President Zelensky confirmed the strike. The Samara Oblast governor acknowledged industrial targets were hit. NASA firm satellite data and geolocated footage confirmed fire at the facility. The Syzran refinery processes up to 8.9 million tons per year, gasoline, diesel, aviation kerosene, and bitumen. This strike is not isolated. Reuters reported that virtually all major central Russian refineries have now halted or scaled back output, representing more than 30% of Russia's total gasoline production and 25% of its diesel. The Kurishi refinery in Leningrad Oblast, 20 million tons per year, has been fully offline since May 4th. Ukraine's deep strike tempo has quadrupled since February. Separately, Russia's central bank reported gold reserves fell to their lowest level since March 2022, with 900,000 ounces burned since January. The economic pressure is compounding. Third, Russia-Belarus nuclear exercises complete, confirmed. On May 21st, Putin and Lukashenko presided over the final stage of combined nuclear force exercises. The Russian Ministry of Defense confirmed nuclear munitions were physically delivered to Belarusian territory and that Belarusian forces practiced receiving, equipping, and moving Iskander-M launch vehicles. Confirmed launches included a Yars ICBM from Plesetsk, a Zircon hypersonic from the Barents Sea, a Siniva ICBM from a submerged submarine, a Kinzhal from a MiG-31I, and an Iskander-M from Kapustin Yar. ISW assesses this as nuclear theater, a recurring posturing tool, not a genuine escalation signal. Lukashenko separately confirmed Belarus has no intention of entering the war. What this does demonstrate is the degree to which Russia has absorbed Belarus as a deployable military platform. Belarus amended its constitution in 2022 to renounce its non-nuclear status under direct Kremlin pressure. Fourth, frontline picture. Mixed. The Russian Ministry of Defense claimed its 82nd Motorized Rifle Regiment seized the settlement of Shestarivka, northeast of Kharkiv City, and also claimed advances on Staristya. One pro-Kremlin mill blogger corroborated the claim. ISW has not independently confirmed the Shahed-type seizure. Treat this as a Russian official claim, not a confirmed frontline change. In Zaporizhia, the picture is confirmed and operationally significant. ISW verified through geolocated footage that Ukrainian forces liberated Malotokmachka, southeast of Orikhiv, a confirmed Ukrainian gain. Also confirmed, a Ukrainian drone struck a switcher locomotive at Unecha railway station in Bryansk Oblast. Russian railways and the acting Bryansk governor both confirmed the strike. 3 employees were reportedly killed, credible but drawn from a single source. Watch satellite confirmation or denial of Russia's Shahed-type claim in Kharkiv. The next Russian drone wave and whether Ukraine's intercept rate holds above 90%. Whether Ukraine continues its deep refinery campaign in Samara and Leningrad Oblast. And whether Russia initiates any repairs to the Kurishi facility. And any NATO or U.S. formal response to the completed Russia-Belarus nuclear exercises. That's your War Brief Daily for May 23rd.